I'm going to start out because it goes along with it. I want to keep the Locke family, continue to keep them in your prayers. Continue to keep them in your prayers. I'm going to get started by talking about that. Now, what happened was, we ain't heard a lot from him lately, but I don't know when it happened exactly. I can't remember. I think it may have been Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that, maybe even Monday. But he was at a tent crusade a couple days later after the shooting attempt, and he explained a little bit about what happened on that night. And I will go ahead and mention that a little bit. If you go back and watch the live, I believe it was Hope Crusades, D.R. Harrison's live, and he explained it. And a long story short was the family was out of town except for one of his children that was at the home. And they were out of town, I believe, maybe vacation, I don't remember exactly, but they were heading back home. And they were in separate cars. They had the whole family. They had all the kids, the grandkids, and all that. Pastor Locke was driving his car or truck, whatever, and his wife, Ty, was driving the other car or truck. And she felt on the way home that the Lord said, you need to slow down a little bit. This is what he said. She said that she needed to slow down, so she got into the right-hand lane and slowed down a little bit and called Pastor Locke, told him what the Lord told her. And that's what they did. When they came back into town in Mount Juliet, he went to the church and got the mail out of the mailbox, and she went home. She pulled into the driveway, didn't think nothing of it, and parked. And he pulled in after she did, after he got the mail, and he noticed his driveway was glistening like snow was on the driveway. He was like, that's weird. And he thought, at that time, before he actually got up on it, he thought somebody broke some beer bottles or something in his driveway because he lives right beside the church, and people have done that. They have thrown eggs, bottles, chicken carcasses, you name it, has been in his driveway. So that's what he thought it was until he got up on it and realized that it was a bunch of shell casings. Okay? He later said that there was 60 in total. 60 shell casings at the edge of his driveway, and the gunman was aiming at his house. Now, he later says that they have video from the church, and they went back and looked at the video, and you can see clearly the timestamps of the video. It was exactly 1 minute after they pulled in. 1 minute before before his wife pulled into the driveway, the gunman was standing at his driveway and firing at his house. 1 minute. Now, remember back when I said that the Lord told Ty that she needs to slow down. Okay? If that would not have happened, they would have been in that house. And we can only imagine what would have happened if they were all in the house. There was a picture posted by Pastor Locke of a bullet being lodged inside his daughter's pillow. There was an actual bullet. So if they were at that house at that time, there could have been many, many fatalities. Now, we've all been through some stuff, but can you imagine that? This is the demonic at a whole new level. You have a psychopath literally firing an automatic weapon into your home, which is supposed to be safe, right? Our homes are supposed to be safe for us. You know, we worry about churches and getting shot up in churches. We worried about our children in school getting shot up, which happened, the same day, Georgia? Let's pray for that. Pray for them families. We are supposed to feel safe in our homes, but yet this psychopath decided to shoot up his home. 60 rounds. 60 rounds. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Now, I'm just going to go right off the bat and say that the media is to blame for this. The media is to blame for this. Because how many times has he had CNN and all them other left-wing media outlets at his church and doing controversy posts and stories about that church, fueling the fire from all the demonic psychopaths out there? And then you have social media. You have social media. You have people that used to go to that church and then make pages, full-blown hate pages about him. I don't know. There's a woman that used to go there, and then she started an actual group, and this group is full of people hating on him, just hating on him. It's called Unlocked or something like that. She used to go to his church. She used to go to his church, and now has a full-blown group page on Facebook where all they do all day long is just run their mouth about him. What kind of life is that? When that's what you do all day long is just go in a group and run your mouth about a pastor. What kind of life is that? That stuff, social media, the haters, that is what causes these things to happen. This is one post that I've seen, because if you go and you put in the search bar Pastor Greg Locke, of course it'll bring up his page, but it will also bring up posts. This is one that I screenshotted, and it says right here from the Tennessee Holler, okay? Mount Juliet, Tennessee, extreme pastor. Look at that. Right off the bat, extreme pastor. Greg Locke says a madman. It's in parentheses, madman. Like this guy ain't a madman. He just shot 60 rounds into his house. But hey, he's not a madman, right? Madman, that's what it says. Fired an automatic weapon into his house 1 minute before he got home while one of his kids was in the house. And then it has a raw story. It says full-blown crime scene. Trump-loving pastor says a madman fired bullets into his home. That's the reason why it happened. That's the reason why it happened. This stupid media going and putting posts like that up, stories like that, saying all these lies about blah, 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 and then all these groups that come in and sit there and do nothing but hate on them. That's the reason why things like this happen. But look at God, because 1 minute, God said, hey, you need to slow down. You need to slow down. That's what they did. And because that happened, they weren't home. And the child that was in the home did not get injured. And that's a blessing right there. I thank God for that. I thank God for that. And you may be wondering why you're ranting on that. Well, because it ties into what I'm going to be talking about today. That's why. And I'm also going to be talking a little bit of our testimony because it also goes along with it. But the point I wanted to make is it's things like that. That's the reason why these things happen. And it really, really gets on my nerves. Extreme pastor. Why is he extreme? Because he preaches boldly. The people that go in there and hate on him ain't listened to 10 minutes worth of his anything that he has to say. The only thing they do is they listen to clips that are cut and pasted. Not the truth. Not the truth. And it drives me crazy. It really does. Really does. I just got a notification. Texans at Colts. Who's happy to be in the house of the Lord today? Yeah. Who would rather be in a Colts game? Uh-oh, try to get you. Try to get you. All right. Let's keep Pastor Locke in our prayers. Let's keep everybody involved there at the school shooting in Georgia. Look at the world we live in. And us as Fresh Fire Bible Church stand with Locke. Yes, we do. We absolutely do. We stand with Pastor Locke and Global Vision Bible Church 100%. Yep. Colorado Springs. Some sissy, skinny jean wearing town that allows a gang to take over. Who does that? Who does that? Where's the police department? Where's the sheriff department? Where's Homeland Security? Where's the FBI? Told to stand down. That's the world we live in now? Where we're run, we can be bullied around by gangs coming door to door with rifles saying, give me your money, because police officers ain't doing their jobs. That's told to stand down. So that ain't the police officers. I don't even care. If I'm a police officer, tell me to stand down. No, I took an oath. I'm going to do my job, and I'm not going to let gangsters or wannabe gangsters or whatever they are run me out of my house. No, tell me to stand down. I'll lose my job. I don't care. We'll give them some lead. Oh, man. You guys are getting me fired up over here.
Come on. You want some precious metal? How about some lead? They're too high out there to fight back. It's a marijuana state.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Not a word.
Man.
Let them try to come here to stop something.
Stand down. That's that same nonsense that happened in, Seattle, or during the COVID days, or was it the George Floyd? I don't remember. There's so much craziness that's gone on in this world, I can't even keep track of it anymore. This evil place. Stand down. All right. Let's get in the Word. Let's go to Psalm chapter 91. That's what we're going to be talking about today. You don't have to stand, because I'm going to go line by line here. You'll see how this all ties in. Psalm chapter 91.